Hello and welcome to my stream. Back at my deed Applebrooke Ridge. Just finishing up planting the rest of my crops that I started planting last night in my farm with my priest, or one of my priests. This is Long Bottom. That's what he looks like there. Should probably pop this window over here. Wonder if I can lock that in place. Yeah. So basically my farm is planted. So what I did was actually, I'm around, see what my skill is here. I'm around 30 farming skill, so I needed to plant some crops that are sort of around my skill level. I believe I went a little higher than that with the corn, because corn's like 40 skill level, but anyway, I planted the crops in order from least or smallest skill to required to largest skill required, but I only went up as high as corn, which is farming skill of 40. So basically, the first ones is, ooh, actually it doesn't say. Oh yeah, okay, potato. Potato is one of them, and then cotton, and then rye. What's this one? Wemp. Cucumbers. I don't know what this one is. I think it's like, did I say rye a while ago or something? Wemp, rye. I think that's oat over there. I think this is oats, but anyway, pumpkins. I don't know what these are. Maybe it would tell me if I highlight my rake. No. Let's say when I examine it. I don't think I'm high enough skilled, which is why sometimes it shows and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Anyway, continue on, whatever. I planted the rest of the crops in order, and then here's corn here. So from here all the way to the end is all rows of corn, which is around 40 skill required. So I figured, I don't know, maybe by the time I'm farming those other tiles over there, I'll get closer to 40. Maybe, I don't know how much skill this is going to give me, to be honest. I don't know if I rake this at 30, if it's going to give me a decent amount of skill ticks or not. But I guess I'm going to find out. If it doesn't, then what I'll do next time is just not plant the corn until I reach 40 farming skill. But I figured, you know, I had all this extra space available, so I figured I may as well just fill the rest up with corn then, and then I could always, like, you know, harvest that later. No, I'm gonna do the actual tending of my fields with my priest, with Longbottom, since I need to get his farming skill up. But to actually pull the crops out of the ground and get the actual yield from it, I'm gonna use my other priest, because my other priest has higher farming. Another thing I've started to do is I'm gonna start getting animals, like this little guy here. See, he won't be able to go over this wall. I can do it, but for some reason animals can't. I don't think. Oh crap, maybe I'm wrong. Whoops, and I hurt myself. That was good. No, I'm wrong. He just climbed past the wall. Okay, so I guess I will have to finish that fence after all. I thought I might not have to. You little bugger, get back over here. Okay, have to finish that fence. Okay, we'll be doing that this episode for sure then. So that, you know, these animals don't find their way around the fence like this guy did. That was pretty funny that this happened right at the moment when I was talking about it. See, you start streaming and then you never know what's gonna happen, right? Anyway, he's gonna go back there, little bugger. Come back this way, you're not going over there. I need to keep you way over here until I get this fence built. You stubborn sheep, you. Alright. come on over here. Alright, that should be good enough. Now don't go back over there. Spank you. Alright. Oh, and I have my little skeletons. Did they die yet? Or are they still alive? Oh, they're dead. Oh, they just died. My skeletons died. Yeah, so you might wonder why I have these corpses of aged skeletons here. That comes from the Black Tome. I got the Black Tome for my other priest, because my other priest looks like a witch, has the new witch hat and the black cloth outfit that goes with it and all that kind of stuff. So, and I thought, hey, being able to summon some skeletons would be kind of cool. So it's actually been, I think, 24 hours since I've spawned these. So I think these last just as long as the warg does. If you get the green tome and you spawn a warg, I believe the mob lasts 24 hours before it dies, like these guys did. They're friendly. They spawn as friendlies. And they actually help you fight, although I found that kind of weird. So I was attacking a horse last night, and they weren't attacking. They were doing nothing. And then all of a sudden, I realized I was leading them both, so I decided to unlead them. And when I unled them, they started attacking the horse and helping me kill it. And of course, they killed it. Um, but then I tried doing the same thing with another horse, and for some reason or another, they just would not attack. So I didn't understand why they attacked one time and didn't attack another, or what makes them want to attack versus not attack. I don't quite get it yet. But from my perspective, from a PvE perspective, if I'm using a black tome and I'm summoning some skeletons, and I happen to summon a bunch of them, whatever I attack, they should just start attacking it with me and killing it. That would be kind of neat, because then you have like a little mob of skeletons helping you kill something. It's just a fun little thing. If you're in rifts, it'd probably be even cooler, because then you're like summoning skeletons to go bash the ogre in the head, or the rift stalker, or whatever the heck, right? But anyway, yeah, because I got the black tome, now she's a witch, and she's got the witch, which is kind of like a separate title. So I thought witch shows up in your list of titles like this, where your first title could be witch and your second could be something else. But I was wrong. These are like skill-based titles and not titles that come from tomes. So basically, when I used the Black Tome made it say when I go over her witch, my love, or whatever her name is, my love. I didn't name that character, by the way. I'm just gonna call it my love from now on, even though it says love, but I'm just gonna call it my love. Anyway, my other priest, my love, it says witch, my love, and then her two sort of skill titles and then the meditation title. So then I thought to myself, well, what happens if you get more than one tome? Does it overwrite the previous title and then you lose the title? In other words, if Black Tome was my first tome and it says witch, and I was to get another tome on that character, um, does it make my witch title disappear and then I can't select it again? Or does it allow me to have multiple tome titles, I guess you could say, and switch between them? So if anybody knows the answer to that one, definitely let me know. Um, I should probably go on my browser and check up and see if anybody's on the stream. um, just because I won't know if people are typing anything. So let me go to chat this time around and actually join in on my own chat. I need to figure out how to add chat in the game, like a chat overlay, so I could see what people are saying in Twitch or whatever while I'm playing. And I don't know how to do that, and I've never done it before, and I haven't researched how to do it. So again, if you know how to do that, or you have any suggestions on what mods I should use to sort of set that up, what apps I need to get, just let me know. That would be greatly appreciated. I probably should talk to the factional fight guys and just ask them what they use, but in any case. I did set up three rooms besides the streaming room. One's a public room where everybody's allowed, another one's a subscriber only room, and then one is a moderator room. I don't know if I'm ever going to use those rooms, but they're there. Um, I have a suggestion box on the main page in the channel now, so you can put suggestions in there. Um, you know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea if you can suggest an answer to my questions using the suggestion box. That would be one way to do it. So if I'm asking you guys a question and you guys want to answer one of my questions, you could always just throw my question in the suggestion box with an answer, and then I can go in and approve it, and then it kind of like keeps a history, I guess, or it should keep a history, I guess, of the answers from the to my questions that I've posted. But and then I have a thing called latest followers, so if people want to start following my channel, then they can let me know. So, um, yeah. So let me see here. Followers, so if people want to start. Okay, so basically, um, I've also got this set up now so that when I automatically switch scenes, or switch windows rather, it automatically switches in the stream. So that's set up now as well. Anyway, my little skellies are dead. Unfortunate for them. I wonder how long their corpses last. They must have a decay on them. I could pick one up, but they look so good next to my food storage bin dead on the ground there. I don't want to disturb them for now. So I'm just gonna leave them there. Anyway, yeah, so farming, yes. So basically, I'm at the point now where I can farm my tiles. And I need to heal myself because I went and hurt myself earlier. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Cast a spell, heal myself. So I don't have a headache anymore. Alright. And voila, I'm healed. Alright, so now let's do bind C farm. And I use my hotkeys for doing stuff, and I just bind them when I need them. So I need my rake selected when I do this. There we go. Time to do some farming skilling. Actually, I could do all 4 fields here. Now, while he's sort of doing that, I'm going to flick to this window. So, last time I gave you guys a tour of my deed, and I came out about this far onto the field, but you never actually saw the hunting grounds. So I'm just going to keep coming around here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go fetch some animals to bring them back to the farm for grazing animals. Because apparently if you let animals graze on your farm, it helps with your crops. I forget why. I read this somewhere and I just forget why that is, but in any case, it does. I like the brown horses. They actually look decent. It's a female. Huh. I'll leave her alone. I usually kill everything in here, but yeah, I'll leave the cool ones alone, I think. I think that's what I'm going to start doing. Venerable sheep. Oh, look at a nice little black sheep. I'm going to take him with me. Alright, or her rather. What else is there? There's a horse over there. Here, let me just use my spyglass. I'm looking for grazing animals, so I'm gonna probably just get like sheep and stuff. Because if I get sheep, the other benefit to having sheep in my farm is not only are they grazing animals on the farm, but I can shear them and all that kind of stuff for animal husbandry. Apparently, if you have tons and tons of sheep and you use scissors and all that stuff, you get AH skill up a lot quicker. And I'm going to kill this troll because I don't like trolls. And he's invading my area here. I don't see trolls very often over here, but Anyway, I'm gonna own his face. You're going down, buddy. I just got my axe imped up yesterday, so it's like 90, well, 90 quality. It was 91, but it's already down to 90. Axes sure take a lot of damage when you're fighting. You have to repair often. He's hitting me. Yeah. Okay, while he's hitting me and stuff, I'm just gonna go and do some more farming here. Can hear him fighting in the other window. There we go. So he's dead now. I'm just gonna check his corpse. Nothing of interest. Bury him. Goodbye. See you later. I always bury my corpses. Goodbye. Alright, next. Let's go find some more farming animals. Now I'm assuming I could probably just get regular horses and let them graze, like the ones that I don't even plan on mating, just like random wild horses. I could let them graze on my farm, I suppose. But it'd be kind of fun to have cows and sheep instead of horses, because I already have tons. I'm gonna have tons of horses in my stables when I'm breeding, so I don't really want more horses on my property. I want to get something that looks different, just for the hell of it. There's a wolf up there. Black wolf. What's over there? A wild boar. I wonder if they're grazing animals. Wild boars. There's another troll. Ooh. They're settling in the area here all of a sudden. I'll have to go kill them. Okay, while we're killing that horse, I can go back. Oh, I forgot I can only do 3 actions on this tune. That's why I didn't do all of these. I better check my other... Okay, those are okay. These are all good. Sometimes I forget this guy only has 3 actions, not 4, and I queue up 4 actions thinking it's gonna do all 4, and it's not because he's only got 3. Anyway, back to this guy. Bury. I don't know if I should open a corpse every time I kill it just to check if it drops something, but I usually don't. Usually I just bury them, but maybe I'm missing out on something by doing that. What's this? Aged dog. I always kill all this stuff just because I have a chance of getting those coins. I usually get pretty lucky with coins. You know, yeah, 25 copper or whatever here and there. Sometimes I get silver if I'm lucky. I've gotten 1 silver off killing a mob quite a few times actually, so that's kind of nice when you get that. One day I was hunting, or one day I was coming back from a rift, I killed 2 bears and I got 2 silver. I got 1 silver in a row for each bear. I was like, what are the chances of that? But it happened. You trolls. God, love trolls. Sounds so funny when they get hit. Sounds like so dramatic. It's taking a lot of damage from that one. I'll just leave it right there. Oh, missed him that time. Now I got these little... You know, I've actually tried casting these things and they don't really seem to do very much. Tattoo twice and rat attack and what's the other one? Blood scion and all this stuff. Doesn't really make much of a difference in fighting from my point of view, at least from PvE. Got a little bit of fight skill from them. Alright, onward. There's not much in the tundra here right now. Usually it's plastered with mobs in here. Wow, there's a lot of trolls today. They must have a new troll mound around here somewhere. Anyway, this is a raging troll. Usually it's full of mobs in here, and the reason why it isn't right now is because I've already cleared this place the other day. It takes some time for everything to sort of respawn in the tundra here. But usually it's full of horses, and sometimes it's full of bison, although I haven't seen them spawn a lot in a while. There used to be this huge bison herd that had spawned here one time, and it was like 20 bison or 30 bison or something. And then I went and I killed them. Because they were good for skilling and whatever. And then after I killed them, they never returned. They didn't really respawn after that, and I felt bad for killing them all. I'm like, well, there goes all the bison. Now it's gonna be hard to get bison around here. But I have seen a few stragglers show up ever since. Some bison every now and then tend to show up, but not on a scale like they did before. I guess there's some random spawning that happens on these tundra. You kill everything and then things don't always turn out to be the same spawns every time. Like, this is the first time, probably months, maybe even more than a year, that I've seen trolls like this in this tundra here. So to have 3 of them spawn like that is very rare. I've never seen that happen before, and not in this area, so I don't mind it though. They're pretty easy to kill, and they give nice little skill ups. I had greenish lava spiders. They've been spawning here all the time. As a matter of fact, I think I even hear one in the distance because I could hear fire. I get good skill off the greenish lava spiders. Is this a bull? We need at least 1 bull. You know, usually you look at a farm and you'll see 1 bull and a whole bunch of cows. Well, I'm gonna stick a bull in my farm. And then I'll probably have a whole bunch of cows eventually. I'm wondering if I should even bother, selling cheese, and I'll explain why. Apparently this character, I have like one of the worst affinities ever, but it's called dairy food making. It might not be one of the worst affinities ever anymore, just because of the fact that the new cooking system uses things like milk and cheese and stuff. So I don't know if I actually invested time into dairy food making and made cheese, because this used to be cheese making affinity before it changed with the new cooking system to dairy food making. But I wonder if I made cheese and leveled that up if and make bulk cheese, if people would actually buy it. I don't know if that's a good market or not. Um, who knows? I see somebody's on my stream. Alright. Let's kill this guy. Did I bury that chicken? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Seeing dogs and horses. I'm not seeing what I want. I want to actually find sheep and cows. I'm gonna have to go up over the hill over there by the bushes and at the trees over there probably to find some. You don't come into this tundra very often. You usually stay in the forest. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. This tundra is just notorious mostly for horses more than anything. Tons and tons of the gray horses spawn around here. So I just kill them all and try to get coins. I guess I'll leave the dogs alone. Switch back to my farm for a minute. What other tiles do I need done? A lot of these are freshly sown and don't need to be tended yet. This one's dead. Goodbye. I get lots of skill off my huge axe now, since I got this new one with better enchants on it. And this one's got like 94 COC, and it's not that much higher. I mean, it's a little bit higher than my other one used to be, but for some reason I get way more ticks. I get guaranteed huge axe ticks every single time now. I don't know, it's weird. It's almost like you hit a certain point in COC where it just makes all the difference. So apparently that number is 94 for my weapon. I don't know. It was lower than that and I wasn't getting as many ticks before, but 94 seems to give a ton of ticks. So I imagine anything 94 and up probably gives a ton of ticks. I guess, I don't know. I can't remember what it used to be. I think it was like 90 or 91, but like I said, it wasn't a huge difference, but I get way more ticks now. What I don't get as many ticks of is this aggressive fighting skill. I'm only 46 in that. I don't know how to skill that faster. I mean, my fight skill is 76, my huge axe is 66, but my aggressive fighting is still kinda low. I don't know, maybe I just need to sit in front of mobs and let them hit me with no weapon on or something to level it? I have no idea. Haven't bothered researching that. Just another one of those things on my mind. I did hear flames a while ago. I thought I would have seen the greenish spider by now, but I don't see anything up here. It must be over on the other side. Unless that's coming from my deed and my other window. That's a possibility. Because I do have the sound on both clients. So there might not be any greenish spiders. Wait, is that the spider layer? Yes, it is. So the spider layer that spawns all the greenish, that's the one right there, and it's been there for a very long time. So I will get more greenish spawns here, probably. Let me check. Yeah, see, look at how long. This is 71 quality, and it's up to 70 damage. So, like I said, that den has been there for a very long time. And I haven't touched it because of the fact that it produces so many greenish spiders. It'll be a sad day when it decays completely and it's gone. Because I got a lot of fight skill off those mobs. Boy, it's pretty dead in the tundra here today. I must have really cleared it out last time I came out here hunting. If I recall correctly, I did cleanse the land pretty good. It's pretty cleansed at this point. There's not much around. It's probably going to take about a month for everything to respawn here, and that's if I don't touch it for like a month. But I just went and killed more mobs again, so... See, look, there's a bison, it's dead. Oh, wonderful. A dead bison, he was venerable. See, not too many of these guys. There used to be a huge herd of these. I don't see them anymore. Oh, my bar is crap. Let my bar fill up. Anyway, last night I did some changes to the deed again. I expanded my deed actually. I resized it. So it goes all the way down to the water line now, which means I have deeded land to build a harbor now. And the other thing, is that a pinto? That looks like a pinto. It's a wild pinto. I'll take that. I'll take you back with me. Can breed this one. That's not bad. See, every so often you get a nice little not so common spawn in here. All these guys are all... You know what, I don't really want to bother killing all these horses. It's not really why we're here. I'm just gonna leave them alone. But I want to check if this guy's ebony or black. I think he's black, not ebony. Yeah, black. No good. Don't need him. The ebony ones, I believe, have a bit of a speed boost above the regular ones, which is why I ride an ebony horse. The people who created this one did an amazing job on it. I mean, look at it. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, sorry. This isn't the same one, but it's almost good. Anyway, it's 5 speed with spark, but I have another one that's 5 speed with spark and the healthy thing that resists disease. So they must have pretty high animal husbandry. Everybody tells me keep your animal husbandry under 60, apparently, and just breed a lot. Um, because apparently, I guess I'm at my limit with 4 animals, but um, because apparently once you get into 60, it becomes more difficult because you get that extra trait and you could get bad traits or something. So I don't know how high in age I should go. I'm at the beginning of 50. Maybe I should go around 55 and stop there. I don't know. I don't know. Guess it depends how things turn out. I've been breeding lately and I've only really been getting like 3 and 4 speed, nothing 5 speed. So I guess unless I breed en masse, I'm not gonna really get the 5 speeds. It's kind of like RNG, luck of the draw type of thing when you're at my skill level. It'd be nice to be able to get these kinds of horses, you know, like 5 speed with spark, but I'm guessing in order to do that I need to be at least 60 animal husbandry in order to get that extra trait. It might be easier, I guess, if once the priest update comes along, I swap one of my priests and they can maybe take away bad traits off animals, but that's not why I choose a priest though. I usually choose a priest based on their other skills for armor and weapons and stuff. Like I want a Venora priest and I don't know if they do animals. I can't remember. I know Foe does, but I need COC and WoA and I need the ability to also do BOTD and AOSP and web armor. So that's why I'm gonna have one priest as Venora and one as Pow Wheeler. And that's probably how it's going to be. And I'm pretty sure you can link them in the future update because one's a demigod of the other. The Pow Wheeler is a demigod of Venora, so pretty sure they'll be linkable even though they're different religion because they're a demigod of, or one's a demigod of the other. So um, that's part of the priest update, I believe. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave these animals graze here. Except for the Pinto. I'm going to bring him and go breed him. I thought I had another Pinto, but I don't think I do. I thought I had another Pinto to breed him with. And I'm pretty much guaranteed more Pintos, but I don't think I am. So what I'm gonna do is probably just breed him with an ebony black and then see what happens, what color I get. The past 4 babies I had were all ebony black, every single one. But that's because I've bred them with ebony black horses. So there's my 4 babies. Yeah, so I'll stick this guy over here for now. That's another project I have to do. I have to reface this whole stables area here because of those T-walls that I talked about in the previous episode. This is the new wall. They used to have to do them as unfinished with a gate. Now you can do the T-wall with a gate and finish the actual building. So I have to rip the roof off the front of each one of these stalls and redo the wall on each one and all the gates on each one. It's a bit of a project. I calculated the materials for it It's like something, I need like something like 600 planks and stuff. So I'm gonna have to do that. Anyway, I'll show you what I did last night. So last night I decided I need a meditation area again. Because I haven't had one in a long time. I need Path of Love meditation area. So um, since I expanded my deed and my deed goes all the way down to the water where the ships are now, this whole area can be terraformed and built up. Now this platform already existed from a previous deed that used to exist here and isn't here anymore since I came here. So I just reused it and I extended this platform. And I'll have to make some kind of way to get connected from the top there down here, and then from there down to the waterfront. But I could that'll be easy to do. Um, But yeah, I created these two unfinished shrines just because they look cool in front. They disappear when they clip out of the view at a certain distance if they're not finished. So like if I run away with it from my horse and I look this way, they disappear out of the view. And that's just because they're an epic item or whatever. Epic temple, epic shrine, epic whatever. They all do the same thing until you actually finish them and put all the materials on them. That said, these shrines don't require a lot of materials. I mean, it's like 100 brass lumps, 100 planks, 10 nails, 10 bouquet of blue flowers. That's a little bit of a pain, but and then 10 slabs. So it's fairly easy materials. Um, I just popped them there because I figured it'll look cool once I have this temple built. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build arch walls all the way around the bottom, so that it's just open concept. I might have to fence it off. I'm not sure yet. I can't remember if animals can go past arch walls or not and go underneath a building. But those tiles are not supposed to be able to be disturbed because once they get disturbed, it messes up the meditation tile. So that's why I'm building a building there to protect them. Now they say it's not supposed to be within 5 tiles of water and not further away than 20 tiles. So I believe I'm not further away than 20 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. Shit. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this should be within 20 tiles. Now I haven't actually checked. I made the area, but I didn't actually check to see where the meditation tile is yet. So that's another thing I want to do. Check and find out which one of these flower tiles is a meditation tile for Path of Love, and then I'll mark it. I'll put another altar on it or something, or I don't know. Maybe I'll just drop a rug on it for now and leave the rug there. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna make this building out of marble because it's a temple, so it's kind of fitting for marble. Same thing as I'm gonna do my church. I'm gonna do my church out of marble as well. So at the top. So that's the plan for this area. I was lucky I had just enough dirt in crates to make the rest of this platform big enough because it's 5 by 5 with flowers. So I'll just gonna switch back to Long Bottom. Do some more farming here. There's a troll club here. One of my guards had it and he died there, so he left the club behind. There shouldn't be very many tiles to farm here just because I only just planted this last night. So there's not going to be that many tiles to plant or to tend to yet. I am getting some skill apparently. some farming skill. I don't know, maybe it would have been better if I just planted everything that was a 30 skill crop and filled the whole field with it. But I wanted a variety, at least for the first harvest, that I could throw in my food storage bins. One person had a decent idea. What they did with their food storage bins is they actually separated out like plants from everything else. So I guess I could do the same. Like I could put all the crops in one FSB and it's a crops only food storage bin. And then have like separate food storage bin for like herbs and spices. And then maybe another one for fruits and nuts. Like you could separate it according to the new cooking system food categories really, I guess. As long as those items actually go in an FSB. But I just have one FSB on my farm, so I'm just gonna throw everything in it. And then if I have two other FSBs up in my cookery building, so I'll just move stuff as I need to between those 3 bins. Maybe one day I'll actually bother organizing it, like what that guy said. Have all the crops in one and all that kind of stuff, but that's a project for another time. What I really need to do is finish this fence so these animals can't get out. Because they're gonna find a way like that one sheep did earlier. They're just hanging out in that corner over there, but if they go out that corner, they're gonna get out. Or that corner over there, I don't know. Might be able to get out that one and climb the hill. I need to finish that fence. So as soon as I'm done farming, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go get some wood ready and finish that fence. Oh, did I walk away? I think I walked away too quick to finish farming that tile. But yeah, you notice my ticks are getting better because I'm getting the higher skilled crops here, right? The lower skilled crops aren't giving me much, but the ones closer to 30 skill are giving me way more ticks. So, as crappy as it is, I'm probably gonna have to do that next time. I'll probably just have to plant the whole farm with only the crop that's around my skill level and nothing else to get the maximum ticks, I guess you could say. The pumpkins seem to be the fastest as far as needing to be tended not long after they're planted. Pumpkin seems pretty good right now as far as skill gains too, by the looks of it. I forget what skill pumpkin is. Let me go check on the I'm on the, oh, I just checked the chat by the way. I'm on Xanadu. Freedom Miles. I'm gonna go to Wormpedia and check here. Crops. Okay, so pumpkin is a 15 difficulty crop, so it's actually not even that close to my skill yet. My skill's 30, so I could actually get even more skill with the higher level crop. The ones I should have planted the whole farm with probably should have been like wheat and cabbage. Because those are the two that are around my skill, like 30 and 35, so. But it'll be interesting to see, like, from, like, I started this at around 30, right? So I'll see where I end up after I finish farming and getting all my yields out of the ground for this harvest. I'll see what my farming skill is at. I wonder if it'll take me up to 35 or not. Guess we'll see. This is wheat. So wheat is 30. Yeah, this is my skill level right here, wheat. And cabbage, which is right next door here, so I should get the most ticks farming these tiles here because they're right at my skill level. Unfortunately, none of them need to be farmed right now. They're still seeds. Oh, this one needs it. And that one needs it. Oh, I should have stopped and let my stamina rebuild. I didn't put any water in here, did I? No. Oh, yes, I do have water. Okay, good. There we go. One thing I find since they added CCFB to the game, like the whole calorie, carb, fat, protein, I have to drink way more water than I used to have to drink. It's a little bit annoying sometimes, to be honest. I kind of wish I didn't have to drink so much water. Like, it seems like the harder your character works, the more water he has to drink. And it's just annoying to have to stop and drink water all the time. I don't know. Even with refresh, you know, like, okay, you can only refresh once every 18 hours, so I'll only really refresh once I get, like, really low on everything. Because I still use CCFB meals, even though I have refresh. The times when I use the refresh the most is usually if I know I'm going to be skilling something up for a long period of time. Like, if I know I'm going to be doing, say, blacksmithing for hours, I'll make sure that I top everything up and refresh and then do it, right? So I usually save my refresh for those grinding moments. But if I know I'm not going to use it that day, I may as well just use it anyway, right? At some point. It's better than not using it. It's just a wasted cooldown if you don't use it, so. Now, corn is a 40 skill crop. So, I don't know how much. See, it does increase my farming still a fair decent amount. I don't know how many ticks I get versus. It's all pretty much the same, it seems. It looks like it's decent enough. So I guess as long as you're planting within 10 points of your skill, it's pretty decent. So 10 points, so I guess if you're 30, you could plant crops from 30 to 40 and cover your whole farm, and that should be good enough for skilling up, it seems. The stuff that's really low though is not really worth it. I'm getting way more farming ticks with these higher crops than I was in the beginning when I first started with the potatoes there, so. Now, like, corn gives pretty good ticks even though it's higher than my skill by like 10 points. Like, I'm almost 31 farming already, so. So maybe my idea of planting more corn on the field wasn't such a bad idea after all. To fill the rest of the field. Because I'll probably be closer to 35 by the time I harvest everything. Maybe more. I guess we'll see. What will be nice is when I can farm every single tile and every tile needs to be tended to. Because then I can turn on sleep bonus before I do it. and do the whole farm in one go. I don't like turning on sleep bonus if I'm only gonna have, you know, half the tiles to farm. Or something like that. Like it is right now, because a lot of them are still fresh seeds. Apparently farming is one of the easiest skills to get up in the game. They say it's good for soul depth, but I'm not seeing much of a soul depth tick happening here. Still very low. There's gotta be skills, certain skills that make this go up quickly rather than slow, because apparently, like that one priest was saying, hers is like close to 50 and she feels that it makes a difference for her Venora priest, and she's 98 channeling. I don't know if that's true or not, because like I said before, when Worm Unlimited came out, they said that soul depth did nothing for priests. I don't know if that's still the case though, because maybe it's not anymore. Maybe they changed things and did make it. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But apparently farming and cooking is supposed to raise my soul depth. Well, I got 90 hot food cooking from pan filling and it only brought me up to 24 soul depth, so it's not really that high for grinding a skill all the way to 90, so and she was saying, the priest that I was talking to, she was saying you just have to spam a ton of meals, like probably thousands, and like use them for taming. And if you do those two things, your soul depth should go up apparently. Maybe taming plays a role in soul depth, I wonder. Taming is not one of those skills that a lot of people have unless they want to have unicorns. Breed unicorns. So maybe it would be worth my while to just close every other character and focus on one client and just have this guy churn out like thousands of meals or something. But I'd have to set up my forges properly to do that. I'd probably have to put a whole bunch of frying pans in my forges and pan fill them, I guess, with with meals that are 20 less than my skill, which would be 70 difficulty meals for HFC at 90, and then just spam a bunch of those meals, and then see where my soul depth ends up. Do these tiles. We're almost done here actually, because there's not that much left to do, because that's all freshly sown stuff over there. So I ran out of stamina. I gotta stop here for a minute. So we got a male sheep in here. Where did all our other sheep go? They didn't get out, I hope. Oh. And I gotta build that fence. That black one was a female. This one I think is a female. We should get this male to mate with the black one. And maybe we'll get lucky and she'll give birth before she dies. I could groom them. May as well not bother grooming on this one though. Groom on Neville. Okay, so we're done tending the field for now. Long bottom doesn't really need to be logged in anymore at this point, at least for now, because I've already done what I needed to do on him, which is do my farming. I forget what the timer is for farming though. Like, you're supposed to farm every so often. I think it's every hour or something. You're supposed to farm. Let me go check. Farming. Uh, Crops can take several days to grow. Farmer should tend the field tiles. Should farm the field tiles to remove weeds. This can be done approximately once every real life day. Okay, so I only have to I only have to farm the tiles once a day. So I've done my um, tending for today. The other ones are going to take a while to grow anyway. So I'll just do the farming again tomorrow. And let's go put Longbottom back to bed so I can keep raising up his sleep bonus for channel grinding. Actually, I need to get a nice mask for this character. He's kind of like, he needs a mask. I also need to dye his armor green. It's already green, but I can dye it on top of that and make it look even better. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna dye it green. I may as well do that now. Let's see what it makes it look like once we dye it. I have a high quality dye, green dye for that. Alright, green dye. By the way, I turned off ambient sounds because I don't like hearing wind all of the time. Because I'm in the tundra area here, and if you leave ambient sounds on, you hear the wind blowing all the time. And it just gets annoying after a while. You don't want to hear the wind blowing anymore, so I turn off ambient sounds and I just leave everything else on. It's a little bit more quiet. Dye. Where's my green? Where's my green one? Here it is. 94 quality green. I'm gonna get another peg so I could reseal my barrel after I'm done with it. Alright, let's unseal this and dye all of my clothing, and I'm just gonna unequip all and do this real quick. Alright, dye this one. I need to get... What? Rare green forester sand. I won't dye that. I guess because it's already green, that makes sense. Yeah, I need to get 2 rare cloth gloves and 2 rare cloth shoes to complete this guy's rare cloth set. My other priest already has full rare cloth set. I should probably get them both amped up at some point too. This one's kind of mediocre, but whatever. It is what it is for now. It's good enough for now. I've themed my priests, as you could tell. So this guy's green. He's the green colored priest with the beard and everything and the green emerald staff. And my other priest, well, that one is black with the witch's hat and everything, which is why I got the black tome on her and made her witch or whatever. Yeah, I can't seal this till I put it in the thing. Put that in here. Seal that up. There we go. Alright, and then, yeah, this guy's got the glow cyclo ring, although you only really need one, but whatever, I have two. Withdraw mine. I have no money in this guy's account. I don't need any anyway. It's all on my main. Okay, so that's it. We're green. We look better now. Thank you. Nice. This looks much better. What I would like to get on this guy is actually the green tome, the one where you can summon a warg and you become a warg master. That would be kind of cool. Gives your character permanent resistance to internal wounds. The witch one, the black tome on my other priest, gave her disease resistance, which is kind of neat. You get a weakness with every tome as well, but that's not a huge deal. Wait, did I already use this bed for somebody? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Longbottom. I had him sleeping in the other building. Got a pretty good set of skiller tools on this character. It's not bad. Most of them are in the 90s and everything. It's probably missing a few things, but whatever. It's a start. Not like I'm using all of them right now anyway. Alright. Sleep in this bed for today. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that OBS switched over. Yes, it did. Okay, good. Alright, so now we're back on Neville. And I need to go get materials to finish that fence before the animals escape. So we're going to go do that now. This horse is fast because I have really good gear on it. First of all, I have a decent barding for it, but I'm only putting that on when I need to go to riffs because it slows the horse down quite a bit. Repair my gear here. Keep it up to snuff. Oh, I forgot to... I think you can dye the shoulders on the other character on Longbottom. I forgot to do that. Oh well. Stylish shoulder pad. Did I ever dye these ones? I don't... Oh yeah, I did. Okay, good. Yeah, that's why they're black, I guess. And not gold. Yeah, they look better. Anyway. Alright. Need to eat a meal here. Get my CCFB up here. Where's my other meal? I made this little test meal not the test meal, sorry, this one. This beef meal in my last episode I made. I actually casted on it twice with Longbottom, and he got an Opulence 100 cast on it. So I was like, well, yeah, look how fast. So I got half a food bar, right? Watch how fast this goes up. That's pretty quick, man. It doesn't require that much food. Boom, he's fed. All the way, that was like half a bar. So yeah, that was a nice little cast I got. Anyway, okay, here we are. I got my order of all my bricks and everything in. So I have enough brick and mortar now to finish my castle, and I have enough to do like other projects like the temple and the church and stuff, so which is good. Because I haven't had materials to finish that for a long time, and I was slacking on that for the longest time. Now I'll actually be able to finish this castle. So needless to say, I've now got enough tasks to do on the deed. Why is this so laggy? Why am I lagging so bad on here right now? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, so I have enough tasks now um, on the deed that when I stream, it'll actually be half interesting. At least I think it will be anyway. Gotta love the view here. I never get tired of the view here. There are advantages to building halfway up of a hill or mountain. Okay, so now I'm trying to remember. Oh, did I forget to put? Oh, I did. I forgot to get the crate with the materials in it. It kind of helps if you have the materials that you need to build with. That was smart. Okay, now I gotta go all the way back up. That's stupid. Ay, ay, ay. See, this is why I need to build a bridge from the top to the bottom at the farm, just so that I have a quicker way to get back up instead of having to go all the way around. But it is what it is. Whatever. Back we go. Actually, I could have gone on the grass around the farm the other way to get back up, because that's my other alternate route right now. That would have been probably faster, but oh well. Didn't think of it until now. I think I'll go back down that way though, rather than going around. Okay, let's see what's in this one. Okay, we got wood in that one. We'll take that. What else we got? We have nails, shafts and wood. Yeah, okay. So let's take this one. I don't know what's in this one. Mortar. Mortar. That's all mortar. So I don't need to touch that. Okay. My oak trees are starting to grow over here, which is good. See, what I could do is build some kind of a road that just goes up this hill up to the deed there and connect that up. Because this is perfect right here, right? Like it just needs a little terraform to make it look better, and then it could be easily done. And this exit is kind of like right behind the tent. I probably should move that. I should have thought about this. I should have moved this gate over here so it's not in the way of the tent, because it looks like we're just going right through everything. Like, hello, I'm inside your tent now. Yeah, I should fix that. Whatever, maybe we'll fix that after we're done the back part of the fence. Let's see. Let's get this done. A little bit of lag there. Alright. Oh, we gotta disconnect. Oh, wonderful. Okay, we're back. That was a nice little disconnect. Alright, so hopefully my stream didn't get interrupted just now by that. I don't think it did. That's good. No, looks like alright. Okay, what is... Okay, let me see. I actually have 2 rare cloth gloves I'd consider selling if you're interested. Had them for ages. Drop me a message on forums. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind. Like, they're not worth a lot of money, but I just want them to fill up my set. Like, I don't care what quality they are. I can always get them improved at a later time. So yeah, I'll definitely message you on the forum for those 2 rare cloth gloves, because then all I need is 2 more, 2 boots, and then I'll be done. That set. Because Neville is full rare, my other priest is full rare, and now I want to make Longbottom full rare as well. And then I won't ever have to touch their armor again, basically, after that. Um, Okay, so let me go see real quick here on Worm Wiki how many materials I'm gonna need. So, crude wooden fence. 2 shafts, 2 planks, 1 nail. Okay, so 2 planks each, 2 shafts each. How many tiles have I got? 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, the one I'm standing on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so I have 19 tiles of fence to do. So that's 38 planks, 38 shafts, and 19 nails. I think I'm short on nails, which sucks. Means I have to go heat up the forge just to make a few nails that I'm gonna be missing near the end. I hate that when that happens. Alright, well, it is what it is. I'll have to make more nails once I get near the end. Oh wait, no, I have 47 small nails. Ah, yes, actually, so I do have enough. Okay, good. So all I need is 38 planks. How many have I got in here? Got 22, 6, 7, 8. I already have 28 cut. So actually, this isn't gonna take very long. I'm gonna have this done in no time. What? Why I'm too aware? Oh, I'm too far away. Okay. Where's my saw? There we go. Plank. So I have 28, so I'll need, what, 10 more, I think I said? Yeah, so 4, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I don't have enough. I have to add another one. Another log. Okay. Okay. How many shafts have I got? I only got 5 shafts. So I'll have to make more shafts. Alright. Carving knife. Shafts. I have a set of separate skiller tools. It's nice to have both. It's nice to have the rare tools with the high enchants and everything so you could just get stuff done when you want to get it just done. And then it's nice to also have the skillers when you want to actually work on your skill part of it and not just churn out a bunch of stuff real quick. So I've spent a lot of time getting all my tools, you know, that I wanted. As you can tell, a lot of rare tools. They're all enchanted and ruined, and some of them are all imbued. It's taken a lot of time to get that, but it's worth it in the end. Look how low my carving knife skill is. It's like 17. Tell I don't do a lot of carpentry style grinding, I guess you could say. Which is why it's not 70 yet. It's like 66 or something still. So we got 24, 29 shafts. We're almost there. Alright, so that should be enough materials now. So we can just start building. Mallet. I'll just throw all this in my inventory. I don't know if I could carry it all. I probably don't have enough room to carry all of it, but maybe. Good portion of it anyway, only 4 nails, but that's okay. I'll do the first 4 fences. So fence, there's an easier way probably. Oh wait, no, not so much. Never mind. Fence, wood. Where's the wood one? Log, no. Why am I not seeing it? I'm totally blind right now. It's not woven fence. Plank, oh plank, yeah. Crude wooden fence, that's the one. Pop this on. It's one fence. What's going on here? Oh, I'm lagging. Wonderful. It's probably backup time or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. There's some server lag for you. At least the animals can't get out of that corner anymore. Okay, I'll go back and get my wagon because I need more nails now. Okay, nails. I need, wait, we did 4 fences. We need 15 more nails. Okay. Alrighty. I should probably put slabs on this wall here. Either the same as these sandstone ones or something different. Just so that gets rid of that packed dirt that's gonna turn into tundra or whatever it usually normally turns into. I should probably pave all of that. Because this side is done anyway, so. Now I could have put, you know, fancier fences on this farm and stuff, but the point is, I'm not trying to make everything look fancy. I'm trying to use different things in different places, like different spots, so it doesn't all look boring and uniform. That's the thing I found at my old deed was, oh, whoops, was when I created my old deed, I spent too much time making everything look uniform, and then I wasn't happy with it because it just looked boring. It looked like one of those cookie cutter housing community type things, and I said, nope, not gonna do that this time. I want variety, so I'm using every different kind of thing that I can where I feel I want to at the time. You know, different kinds of fences, different kinds of floors, different kinds of walls, whatever, stuff like that. That way there, at least things don't look so boring. There's a little bit of everything. Doesn't really matter if it's an old fence type or it's not the latest, best looking one or something. Things actually look better, I find anyway, when you add a little more variety. So in the end, you kind of look at it and say, oh, this has got its own little charm to it. I mean, a lot of the real farms around here, they don't use anything fancy for fences too. Like they just like use like fences that look like this, something like this, or they'll use like those logs to make fences with, like like round pole type fences or something. So we're not unrealistic in that regard. Too far away. Soon the animals that I leave in here will not be able to get out, which is a good thing. I'm carrying less materials in my inventory now that we've done some fences, so I'm not moving as slow anymore, which is good. I can just move along a little quicker now. Oops. I did not want to do that. I want to destroy it. There we go. Didn't create damage. Okay, good. We're almost done this fence already, actually. Not taking very long. That's one of the benefits of some of these older fence types is that they're quick and easy to build. Actually, this is the kind of fence that I build at rifts. Whenever I want to go to a rift and I want to make a little tent area for myself, I'll just build these fences because they're quick and easy to put up. Just flatten a little area, put my tent down, put the fence around it, and I'm done. And it doesn't take very long. The last rift I went to is actually interesting because for some reason the mobs were getting past the fences. I don't know how. I never saw that before. Usually the fences keep them out, but I guess maybe the wood fences that they built, maybe they can break through them or something? I don't know, it was weird. I've never seen that happen before. Maybe that's why they usually build them a little further away. This was, I think, a little too close, maybe, to the rift itself, where they had put the healing area, but I don't know, it was weird. A couple of times we had a mob cross into the healing area, even though the fences were there. I got inside somehow, I don't know how, and then it was hitting people, and we had to like kill it quickly, and because we couldn't get it out of there, we just had to kind of kill it before it killed people that were trying to heal. It was a bit of an odd situation. That's never usually happened before. Mob magically skipped the fence. I was too far away, wasn't I? The range is a little weird. I mean, they've changed it, right? Before you used to be able to stay a little bit further away from things, and now you have to get much closer. It says you're too far away. Other people noticed that too. I don't know if it was this patch or the patch before it. It was some recent change anyway that ended up messing with the range of things. So now it's like you think you're close enough and you're not. You have to get even closer than before. I should probably check chat every so often, but I'm just trying to finish this fence. So if you've written anything in chat and I haven't read it yet, it's probably that. That's probably why. Um, Too far. Why am I too? It's right in front of me. Like, hello. Too far from the end. Give me a break. All right, we are almost done. Almost done, and then I'll check chat. So I finally got OBS working properly with the different worm clients and stuff, which is good. I actually found it works better if you set up each window as a separate scene and then you just switch between the scenes. So like you set up 3 scenes and you put one of the worm clients in each scene and then you just switch scenes when you need to. Or actually you don't even do that, sorry. You have the auto switcher set up so that when you switch, when you tab to a different client, it automatically switches it in OBS. That was actually a neat little discovery. Today I was like, yes, this is the way to do it. Now I don't have to touch OBS during my stream. I can just switch clients, and I know that when I switch clients, people are seeing me on the other client. So I may as well take the opportunity to repair my stuff now. I always like to repair often. This could be repaired. This could be repaired. certain things you can't repair. Um, the rare whetstone, I'm just gonna wait till it has like 20 damage on it. And I've used this a lot, and it took a lot to get to the 4 damage, but and it's the same with the 100 quality mountain pelt. They're not very far away from one another, even though one's 100 and one's 90, but the point being, leave it go till 20 and then I'll mend it, and it'll only mend down like, what is it? I forget how many quality I'll lose, but whatever. I imbued the sweatstone too, so. But like I said, I've been using it for a long time, and it's only got 4.4 damage on it, so it's not that bad. Alright, so now we're done. We got that fence done. I could fix those gates right now. Do I really want to? Could always fix them another time, I guess. But then what am I going to do? Maybe I should do... I don't know what yet. Maybe what I will do... Oh yeah, I have to check chat. That's what I gotta do. Check chat. Okay, nothing new in chat. Okay. Going to... Maybe what I'll do is I'll do that temple. Maybe I should do the temple. Maybe I'll build some of the temple. Trying to decide what I want to do right now. I'm thinking I'm getting hungry actually. I might go eat. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just end the stream. End the stream here for now. And then the next time I pick up a stream, I'll probably be doing something else. But today we covered a little bit of the farming. We covered finishing that fence. I told you about the skeletons with the tome, the black tome that I got. Actually, I should probably show you my other character and what she looks like now, because I dyed her, that's what I'll do. Before I log off and stop the stream, I'll show you guys my other character now that she's a witch. The new staff that I got her, I dyed her gear, and then you'll get to see sort of the buffs and the debuffs caused by the black tome, and that you get, which are permanent, right? They're permanent buffs and weaknesses. So anyway, you'll get to see what I mean, and I would spawn the skeletons and the wreath for you to see, but it requires karma, and I don't have a lot of karma, and I don't really want to waste the karma that I have right now to do that. So what I did do though was I took screenshots of it. And so I could show you a screenshot of the wreath. Just let me find my screenshot, and I can show it to you guys in OBS, and you'll get to see what the skeleton and the wreath look like. All I gotta do is add this as a separate thing in OBS. So just give me a moment, and I'll add that image for you guys to see. I think it was this one. Yeah, so you guys should see the image now. Basically, the wreath, actually when I first got the title, it gave me a disease, which you could see is the buff up in the right hand corner there, the disease buff, or debuff rather. It gave me a disease, and that disease went away fairly quickly because it gives you a disease, but it also gives you the resistance to disease, and then your disease goes away, and then you have also the debuff, which I believe is water damage. For my 10% more water damage can happen to me now that I have that. Now that I've done the ritual with the black tome. So you'll see in this photo there's actually an altar in the background. Yeah, I had to use the tome in a 3 by 3. I think, yeah, it was a 3 by 3 flat area inside a mine next to an altar. So I made a little gold altar of Pa Wheeler on that 3 by 3 flat area inside my mine, and I had to check each tile and make sure that each tile was flat, because it does require a flat tile. I didn't want to. I don't know if you can use the tome and have it fail, so I didn't want to take a chance. So I double checked to make sure that the whole 3 by 3 area had indeed flat mining floors in the mine. You don't have to reinforce them or nothing. They just have to be flat. And then I put an altar in the middle tile, in the middle of that area, and then I stood right in the same tile as the altar, and I used the tome. And then when I used the tome, I got the disease, I got the buff, and I got the debuff. And then after that, it gave me the ability to summon skeletons. Now, what it does is it can summon anywhere from 1 to 9 skeletons every time you use it. And when you summon a wreath, the wreath can only be summoned in the mine underground. Um, and if you try, like for example, if you spawn the wreath, if you summon the wreath and then you leave your mine, and the wreath is being led by you and is trying to follow you around, your wreath will automatically die because it's trying to exit the mine as you're leading it. So it'll say rip, the wreath is dead because it, well, it has to stay underground and you tried to lead it outside the mine, so it died. So make sure you unlead it if you want to leave the wreath alive for 24 hours. But this is basically same as the Tome of Warg, the green tome where the warg stays alive for 24 hours. Same with the skeletons and the wreath. No, I didn't test the wreath, but because it died when I tried to exit the mine. But I believe it'll last 24 hours. The skeletons did, so the wreath should last 24 hours as well. Um, but in this picture, you could see the wreath and the two skeletons. There were two separate spells. One is to summon skeletons, and one's to summon the wreath. So I ended up getting two skeletons when I summoned the skellies, and then I got one wreath when I summoned the wreath. And yeah, they look pretty cool. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, the spirit guards this Halloween, the spirit guards looked just like this wreath did um, during Halloween, or similar to it anyway. Um, so yeah, that's what it looks like. And again, these mobs, I'm assuming they can fight. I don't know how strong they are technically. But like I said, the skeletons helped me fight a horse and beat it up with their fists or whatever and killed it. Um, but then it's hard, like I don't understand how exactly to get them to attack or when they attack, when they don't. All I know is that when you spawn them, you're leading all of them automatically when you spawn them. And if you unlead them and lead them again, like it doesn't necessarily work as far as combat. Like I was leading them and then I was fighting the horse and they weren't doing anything, but they looked like they wanted to fight because they went in the fight stance kind of thing. And then I unled them and they started to beat the horse up. So then they killed the horse, right? And then I led the two skeletons again and I went to another horse and I started hitting the horse. But the skeletons didn't do anything, right? And I stopped leading them again, and of course they didn't do anything again. And I was like, okay, well last time I unled them, they started fighting the horse and started hitting it. And this time they're not. And I don't have any way of telling them, hey, attack this horse. So I don't know. I don't quite get how it works per se yet. Maybe what I was supposed to do was spawn them, keep leading them, and never unlead them. And just, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Like if I went to a rift and I spawn the skeletons, will they start fighting all the rift mobs? That would be kind of nice if they did. It'd be like extra DPS, I guess you could say, helping people out. It'd be kind of cool watching the skeletons beat on some ogre or something. I don't know. I'll have to try it one day at a rift. I know I can't spawn the wreath at a rift because it'll be outside. It's maybe you can spawn them at night. That might be a possibility. It was daytime when I tried to spawn it, and it wouldn't let me spawn it except inside a mine. So maybe it has to be dark. I'm hoping it doesn't have to be restricted to a mine only, but maybe as long as it's dark out, you could summon the wreath. But then again, even if it was dark out and you summon a wreath, it's not going to last that long because as soon as it becomes light again in the game, it'll die, right? So it's not really a full 24-hour period for that thing to live unless you're leaving it in a mine. So I don't know. And I don't know what the wreath does. I don't know if when you spawn it, if you had, say, I don't know, some cave bugs come along and try beating on you, would it help you kill them? What would it do? I have no idea. So it looks kind of cool, but is it really practical in terms of the game? Hard to tell. Hard to tell if it's really worth it. Um, but it is what it is. Um, anyway, I'll just leave you on this screenshot for a moment. You can see actually the staff that I have, the new one. It's created from a black opal. So that's my sorcerer staff. But anyway, I'm just loading up the other client right now. And I'm gonna add it to the scene in OBS here once I get it loaded up. And that way there you guys will be able to see my witch. Just have to fix the resolution here. Maximum resize. Let's go 1920 by 1027. Sorry, just bear with me while I get this client set up. It's just because I didn't set up the resolution for this client and set it to window resizable. I'm just doing that now. Okay, now I just have to add the client to OBS. So I'm just gonna go in here, change this, and then go into, where is it? Scene switcher, and add this. Okay, so now you can see my love. Okay, so my love is inside the kitchen area, the cookery building. So I'm just gonna head there. Right there actually. All I gotta do is get off. I'll show you what she looks like now. So there she is. She looks pretty cool, you know. Rare black cloth set and dyed black with the witch hat and the new black opal staff and the pumpkin shoulders. They're dyed black as well, so it actually dyes a little portion around the pumpkin there. So there, she looks pretty cool. Now, when I hover over her name, you can see it says Witch. Witch, my love, the rock, illuminated conduit. So, she's now considered a witch. Now, what I had said earlier was if you get more than one tome, can you select which one of those titles you can use? I don't know. I don't know if it overwrites the title or what happens, but I only wanted one tome for her anyway. So she's the witch. Longbottom, if I can get a green tome for Longbottom, he'll be the Warg Master. And Neville, I'm not sure if I want to get him one yet, or what that would be. The Smoke of Saul one would probably be good, the Occultist one. But it's expensive, man. People want 150 euros for that thing. I mean, it gives you, mind you, it has an awesome buff. It has a 10% damage reduction buff to physical damage. So when something's hitting you with their weapon, you got 10% reduced damage. Like that is a nice buff. But 150 silver, like that's a little high, I would think. But I don't know, people are buying it at that price. So as long as people keep buying it at that price, people are gonna charge that much for it, right? So anyway, I had already one of these glow rings on my love, and then I ended up buying one of those dark sterile rings. Uh, I don't know if these rings deplete. I don't think they do unless you use the stealth button, which I won't use. But it gives you a little buff actually. It's a stealth ring, stealth bonus, and I'm assuming the stealth bonus only works if you're stealthed, but I could be wrong. Maybe it works all the time. Um, Disease resistance reduces the disease damage. That reduces disease uh, damage by 10%, um, and gives me disease resistance. So that comes from the black tome. And then the debuff, because every tome comes with a strength and a weakness. Well, the weakness for this tome was increasing water damage taken by 10%. But I have disease resistance. Um, The green tome, I believe, is resistance to internal wounds and gives you some other um, weakness. Maybe it's like fire or cold or something else. And then same thing with the physical one, the Smoke of Saul, that gives you physical buff, but it gives you another debuff. So um, now the Warg Tome, I know those charges aren't too much. They're usually around like what, 40 silver maybe or something like that. So it's not too bad. And the same with the Witch charge. It wasn't that expensive, which is why I didn't mind shelling out a little bit of cash for a little bit of bling on my character to make, it fits the theme of my character. What can I say? She is a witch, you know? So there you go. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much it. So that's what she looks like. It's pretty badass, I think. I enjoy it. I think it's great. She's all themed out now. Um, so yeah. Oh, by the way, I have a rare dark common wool hat, 90 quality. I'm selling it. I'm gonna sell it for 1 silver, if anybody wants it. I don't need it anymore because I have the witch hat, and that's what I'm gonna keep. So, um, I mean, yeah, I don't really need. I mean, I suppose since the witch hat is cosmetic and I don't want it to take damage, maybe I should keep the rare dark common hat, common wool hat. Maybe I should just keep it. And then, if I'm fighting, I don't have to worry about my other one taking damage because this one can be improved, but the other one can't. You know what? I've just convinced myself to keep it now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it after all because of that. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? There's a rug here. I was gonna shut down the stream and now I'm not going to because I just thought about something else I want to do now, which is I want to go check what my meditation tile is inside my temple. So you know what? I'm gonna extend this a little longer. I'm going to cast this with BOTD. I need more favor. Really? Oh, I do. Okay. I'm gonna cast that, and then I'm gonna give it to Neville, and or Neville, and then I'm going to go check my tile for that Path of Love tile, and hopefully the new area I've created is within the 20 tiles and gives me a meditation tile. I haven't actually leveled up in my meditation now in a long time, and I probably should have done it a long time ago. So I think he's eligible to go up a level. Um, so just gonna do this real quick. Let me see. Onions. I have more onions than anything. Let's do 7. Excuse me. I been sleeping during the day and I've been up at night because of my condition, my health condition. I have symptoms that bother me at night, and because I haven't been able to sleep at night at all in weeks, so I said, forget it. I'm just gonna sleep during the day and stay up at night. At least when my mind is focused on the game, I don't think of the symptoms as much and it doesn't bother me as much. And usually, because of the change in sleep schedule, it actually has made my symptoms more manageable. I don't know why, but ideally you would like to be awake during the day and do stuff, but what can I say? It's not working out for me like that right now, so hopefully I get a good cast on this. If not, I'll probably have to do a few casts before it gets to be good enough. You failed to channel, really? I had nothing at all. That means I got a minus something then. I didn't even have an enchant on here. A cast on here to begin with, so that means I hardcore failed. Oh, it emits deep sound of whirring resonance or whatever. That's why. It's because it was gonna shatter the rug, but it didn't because of its quality. Okay, so I got a 9. Okay, that's not so bad because usually when I get a 9 and I cast again, I get a much higher cast. So let's see if we get lucky. Do another sack. Go a lot faster if I linked with my other priest, but I don't have him online right now. So anyway, while we're sacrificing, I'm gonna go back to Neville for a minute, and I'm just gonna go position him near her so that I can get the rug off her and go quickly check. Actually, I should get my horse. And then I can go quickly check. Where is he? Right here. No, that's not the one. This one. I could go quickly check what my meditation tile is in my new area that I set up. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to my love now. I'll try another cast. This character is 81 channeling now, I believe, so religion, affinity, yeah, 81.24 channeling now. So still a far cry from 90, but you know what? It's kind of funny. I actually found her BOTD casts have gotten better since I hit 81 and I wasn't sitting just at the cusp of passing 79 to 80. You know what I mean? It's like with that one extra point for some reason seems to have made a huge difference in the success of my casts. I don't know why that is, but I've been getting some pretty darn good BOTD casts lately. It's to the point now where I actually think I could start making money using it. Like I know I can make 90 quality tools on Neville, because he's got 95 blacksmithing. So, which means I could start casting BOTD tools, no problem now. High quality BOTD. But I guess I'd be better off maybe doing it on demand instead of having stock that I can't sell. So I think what I might do is just say, hey, I'm offering these services if you want it. I can make you a tool with BOTD on it or whatever. Um, you know, I want to see if I could get it higher. I want to see if I could push it to like, what is it now? I think it's 81. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I could push it higher than 81. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get like a 90 something cast on there. That would be nice. Now the BOTD, because it's COC and WOA together, the WA component doesn't even play a role when it comes to a meditation rug. It's not going to make me meditate faster. But the COC component still matters. So because it's both casts in one. So some people say, "Oh, I need COC on this rug." Well, if you put BOTD on it, it's the same thing as your COC. It's just it happens to have WOA, which doesn't do anything on the rug. That's all. It's the only difference. The COC component of BOTD still works, in other words, because technically it's both, right? Um, am I still? Yeah, I'm still. Okay. 14. Alright, we're sacking again. If I see this just keeps failing over and over, I'll just leave it at 81, but sometimes you get lucky. And sometimes certain items are actually stubborn and need to be dispelled and recasted, which I don't know if that really helps or not. It's really hard to say without anything conclusive. That failed again. I don't want to waste too much favor doing this. Because every cast is another 13 chopped onions or whatever, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing a lot of casts, you can run through favor like it's nothing, right? So, which is also a reason why I need to get my farming ability up to the point where I can make high enough quality crops that when I chop them with the rare knife, they turn to 100 quality. And then I don't need to buy this stuff anymore. I can just make it myself, right? Just grind out a bunch of veggies for favor. But my initial supply, I purchased this initial supply just to hold me over until things get better. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it at 81. I mean, that's good enough. You know, I could cast this for hours for all I know. I mean, not hours, but you know what I mean. There's no point. I'm just gonna do it as is. Leave it as is. This is good enough for what we want to do anyway. What did I do wrong? Oh, I forgot to drag it, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, gonna go back to Neville and go down to the temple area and grab some water on the way there. I'm gonna have to make a ramp of some sort down to the temple area. Maybe from here. and then go along the side or something and then come down. I don't know. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do this yet, but there's a way. Oh, I'm getting stuck. There is a way down. Sometimes I'm able to do it right off the first blow. Uh, nope. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're down at the temple. Alright, so now unfortunately comes the crappy part. I have to actually drop my rug and meditate to find out where the tile is. So I'm just gonna start right from the center. I'm just gonna put it on the center tile. Move to center. I love move to center. I'm so happy they added that. Now I have to wait 2 minutes. This is the crappy part. And in the meantime, let's just see what people post in trade chat. Want to buy rare and supreme? Okay, that's the same old. Aroma makes good little pizzas. I bought her pizzas before. Got her to make all the affinity pizzas I needed for my characters, and I stuck them in my magic chests in my Hoda statues. So now I have those forever. They're gonna last for a long time. What's going on over here? This guy's talking about, is there pictures of the different kinds of walls? The wall, there's this what do you call it? The slate walls. Those look pretty cool. They're like black colored, kind of like walls. The slate brick walls. Those are nice. Not a lot of slate veins in the game though, I don't think. Or they're hard to find anyway. That's another order I'll have to put in at some point. Order some slate and figure out what building I can make out of slate. I have a mix of stone and timber frame and regular stone. Now I need to have I'll have a couple of marble buildings. That'll be my temple and my church. And then I need to figure something else out for some kind of slate building. And I can have like all the different types on my deed, I guess you could say. So it says, you find which path should you choose, you finish your meditation. Okay, so there ain't no special place on this tile. Maybe I should like get I don't know, wood scraps or something. Drop each tile that I've already meditated on, like drop something on it. That way I know I don't end up doing that tile twice when I'm trying to check it to see if it's a special tile. Do I have to wait the full timer? Maybe I don't. I can't remember now. Do I have to wait the full timer in order to figure out if it's a special tile or not? Maybe not. I should ask and see help. Do I have to wait for the full meditation timer to check if a tile special? I forget. Let's see what they say. Because maybe I could just drop it, start start the thing and it'll tell me that it's special right away. I can't remember now. Person said no. Okay, so if that's the case, then I just have to check each tile. So let's just, I already know I did the middle tile and the one next to it. So let's just do drop here. Take, take, drop it here. Take, drop it here. Hmm. Wait for this guy to respond. So I wonder if he's even talking to me to begin with. It just says no. Well, are you saying no to me or somebody else? Or if it's no, then does that mean I just have to start meditating to find out if it's a special tile and then move on like I have been? Or I don't want to waste my time if I'm doing it the wrong way. I need to do it the right way. Let me go to Wikipedia. Maybe I'll just find out there. Or Wormpedia, rather. Meditation. Meditation. Drop it on the ground, nature meditate, blah blah blah. Special. Okay, so it says the further along the path you are, blah 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 blah. If you fail to receive a question, you can simply keep meditating on the same special tile until you succeed. Okay, so oh, it says this is indeed a special place. Appears at the end of a successful meditation. You have found a special tile. So that guy's wrong. You, unless he was talking to somebody else, you have to finish meditating on the tile in order for it. So there's no choice. You have to meditate on each one until you find the special tile. Okay. Ah, bummer. This is gonna be a while to figure this out. Like to make first of all, I don't even know if the area I built is close enough. I mean, it should be. It looks close enough. I counted the tiles. It seems to be close enough, so I just hope this works. How many tiles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 5 tiles. That's what, 25 tiles? Times what, 2 minutes of meditation? That's like 50 minutes. That's like almost an hour to find the tile. Jesus, Murphy. Takes forever. I'll be lucky if I find it sooner rather than later, that's for sure. I guess to be fair, it's 15 minutes max. That's if I find the tile on the very last tile, I would have spent 15 minutes of meditating. Like that would mean that I had one tile left to check and I didn't find it on any other tile. You know, so. It would really suck if I was not close enough to the water and and I meditate on every tile and none of them say they're special. That would mean that this area is wrong and I have to redo it closer to water, which would suck. I shouldn't have to though, according to what I read on on Wormpedia, but as we know, Wormpedia isn't always accurate, so you never know. It'd almost be easier to have a meditation rug on each tile already put down and then just walk to the next tile and meditate on it. That's a lot of rugs though. 25 rugs. I'll have to drop something on the tile when I find it to mark that tile until I go build a wood sign and put it on the tile. Next tile. This isn't exactly entertaining for the stream, is it? So maybe what I'll do 3 by 3. I thought it was supposed to be a 5 by 5. Oh man, did I make it too big? Path of Love. Hopefully I did not. If I did, then I guess that's my own fault. No, it says, no, it's not 3 by 3, it's 5 by 5. It's the wiki says there must be water closer than 20 tiles away, but not closer than 5 tiles. There must be at least 4 tiles with flowers within a radius of 2 tiles around the special tile, forming a 5 by 5 area. At least 4 tiles with flowers within a radius of 2 tiles around the special tile. Well, what I've done is I've created a 5 by 5 area and put flowers on all of it. Grass with or without flowers must be predominant within a radius of 2 tiles around the special tile. Yeah, okay. There's packed dirt for me outside the 3 by 3. I'm glad I didn't build the temple yet before finding this so-called special tile. I better, you know what I'm thinking now, I wonder if I should pack all this grass that's around here, because that might be a problem. Damn it, I didn't think of this. I should probably do it. But if I do it, it could change the tile now, which means I'll have to redo my meditation for all of these. Well, I'm just gonna have to suck it up and do it, I guess. Cut down. What's a stupid tree doing here? It's a bush. Okay, pack this tile, pack that tile. Okay, so there's no dirt. There's a building, there's no dirt, or no grass rather. Oh, maybe there's on this side though. Is there? Guess I better pack all this. I'm gonna have to slab this area probably to make sure nothing grows around this building so that the area is for sure within this radius, within the building. Like, oh crap, I went and fell. Okay, I've done this before. Like, I've created a temple before and it was close to water, and if I'm not mistaken, it had grass behind it, but the meditation tile, once it was set, it never moved. None of those tiles got disturbed because I had a building around it, and it never moved in my case. So I think as long as I make sure that everything around this building is not growing, in which case it's not grass or whatever, then it shouldn't affect my tiles in the temple. So if I slab all the way around this, eventually, okay. There, it's all packed for now anyway. I probably need to slab it all though. Like all the tiles around the temple, and I need to put either brick road or slab it or something. That way there it doesn't affect the tile inside. Because apparently if you have grass nearby, a flowered tile, it can move like the meditation tile can move into a spot you don't want it to be. So if there's grass, say outside the temple, adjacent to the grass inside the temple that has the flowers on it, the meditation tile can still move outside of the temple, I guess, is what this guy was explaining on CA Help. So so I guess as long as I slab it or make a road or whatever, you know what I mean? It should stay put. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can find the tile first, and if it's inside the building, great. Then all I need to do then is come back and put brick down and slabs down and just around the whole temple, and then nothing will ever interfere. And then the only other thing I have to do then is build walls and whatnot inside the temple. Or not inside, but you know what I mean, build the temple, and then so animals can't get in and stuff. Because apparently animals can go in and they could pack the tile, and if they pack a tile in the radius of the tile that is a special tile for meditation, it can mess up that tile, and that tile can either disappear entirely or end up moving to another tile. So rather than have that happen, you have to prevent anything from going in there and messing up the tile. Usually what people do is they'll just fence it in, like fence in the area. But I want to be a little more fancy. I actually want to turn the area into an actual meditation area, like with a temple built uh, area, like I did at my previous deed. So that is what I'm going to do. It's just been so long since I've done it. That's why I'm asking these questions about how to find this tile and making sure it doesn't move, all that kind of stuff, because So onward with meditation, I guess, until I find that tile. Nothing you can really do other than sit and wait till the meditation finishes. They should probably find a better way to... Like, instead of having to meditate on every tile and wait a full 2 minutes just to find a special tile, it'd be nice if you could just drop the rug and tell it, like, find out if this is a special tile or not. And then the timer goes on and it takes maybe, I don't know, 10 seconds or something to cast. And then it tells you whether or not, hey, this is a special tile or it's not a special tile. And then you can do your full 2 minutes of meditation at your leisure. But to have to do the full meditation on each tile, even though you're not skilling up, just to find the special tile is annoying. Because now I have this huge area to cover just to find out my meditation area. My tile, my special tile. Ah, here we go again. Next tile. Uh, what's with the combat log? Oh, that was that wolf that I killed. Never mind. That was old stuff. So after this tile, we've basically done the whole first row of flowers and haven't found the special tile yet. Okay, now we're gonna go to this one, this row. We already did the one right beside the blue flowers, so don't need to repeat that one. Maybe this only had to be a 3x3 area and I made it too big. But even if it is too big, whatever. As long as I find the tile, it doesn't really matter. Once I find it and I protect it, it should stay there and not move. It should always be there and never move. So that means don't bring any horses inside the building where they could potentially graze on the grass and kill the grass or whatever. Don't bring any animals inside. slab and make a road around it or whatever. Just protect it, prevent any grass from growing around the area. And hopefully that'll be enough. Oh, did I move? I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. Alrighty, what is going on in trade? Statue fragments, the usual stuff that people are looking at. And my wagoner making a bunch of chat. Morning, breakfast, time to get up, blah 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 blah. You can turn all that off, but I figure it adds a little bit of activity to the deed to have the wagoner talking and chatting away. This place reminds you of home, but it's not a special enough place, unfortunately. Next. It would be nice if I found the tile soon. This is one of those things in the game where the devs should look into it. Because if, like I said, you know, like I'm having to meditate on each tile, right, in order to find which one it is that's the special tile. And I'm not getting any skill for doing this. This is just, you know, because I already meditated, right? This is just to find the tile. So, like, it's a huge waste of time because you're not getting anything for it other than being able to eventually, hopefully, find the special tile. You know? That's why they need to like make a separate command, find meditation tile, uh, 10-second cast. Check out each tile. Boom, you're done. You don't need to sit there and meditate for 2 minutes on each tile. Get no skill gain because you're not going to get any because you're all on cooldown. Just to find a meditation tile. A special meditation tile. This is, one of those unproductive things that they can make easier for us. I wonder if I picked up the rug, like does the rug have a special function? Maybe it does. Maybe if I carry the rug in my inventory and I right click the rug will say like find special tile. Maybe not. I doubt it. I would have heard of it by now. Unless it's a new edition, you never know. I guess I should just check just for the hell of it, but nothing here. Okay, so if I double click this and I click the ground, it doesn't give me any option. Okay, so if I right click this, what does it do? It just gives me an option to place it. So there's no option. There's no special command that you get. And when you click the rug, it tells you to meditate, leave path or path leaders. But there's no feature on, you know, a separate command just to find tiles in a quicker manner. Does not exist. It's called meditate for the full 2 minutes. Sit there and twiddle your thumbs until you find a special tile. Boring. Mm-hmm. 40 seconds. Probably could listen to music or something. I don't know about all the rules around that with regards to streaming and stuff. Like if you're streaming and you're listening to music, aren't you technically breaking the law because you have an audience and you're essentially DJing to that audience tunes that you would have otherwise had to have paid for or something? Doesn't that count as like or is that like a fair use thing now? I don't know. Who knows what the law is around these things, right? I mean, I see other people do it in their streams. They listen to music, but I don't know if you run the risk of getting dinged for that or not. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Move to center. There we go. Next meditation. So alright, come near the end of this meditation. So far we haven't had any luck. And nada. Nothing good there. Okay. Now we're doing we're in the middle essentially. We've done about, well, we're getting close to having done half the tiles basically. Um, so hopefully we'll find a special tile soon. 'Cause I am getting hungry. It's almost time to eat something. I'll probably check chat in a little bit and see if anybody is saying anything. Probably not, because this is like kind of a boring part of the stream, waiting to find out if we actually find a special meditation tile. But it is what it is. This is what the game has dished out to me, so it's called You Have to Wait. Full 2-minute meditation to find your tile. Probably be more productive if I meditate in real life during the time where I'm actually meditating in the game. And then a little bell goes off. Ding! You're done your meditation. Should you be doing something different, completely different right now? Yeah, I should be. I should be not having to meditate for 2 minutes on every single tile to find a special tile. Oh my god. This is why I hate meditation sometimes, you know? It's like, it's very, very slow to skill up, you know? And then you have to go through all this stuff when you get when you're trying to establish a new meditation area. There's no quick and easy way to find the meditation tile other than meditating on each one until you find it. And knowing. No, I did probably make this area way too big. Probably should have been a 3 by 3 and not a 5 by 5. But the wiki said 5 by 5. So I created a 5 by 5. And possibly I misinterpreted that. But if I did, then the wiki's confusing. So there you go. In any case, I did create a 5 by 5 area that once I find my tile, and hopefully it's within the building here, because it really would make sense for the tile to be on a non-flowery tile. I mean, if they're telling you have to plant flowers to find a meditation tile, then the meditation tile for Path of Lava should be on those flowers. I'm pretty sure that's how it was before, and it should be the same now. Shouldn't move to a dirt tile or a packed dirt tile. That'd be stupid. Do all this work to make a meditation area and then it moves to some non-tile that you didn't even make. Some dirt tile that you didn't even plant with flowers. Nothing. What's your spirit made of? Not giving up, I guess. Alright, let's put this to the center. And next. So we have 2 more rows of flowery tiles to try and find a meditation tile. There are horses nearby, I see, and a chicken. Alright, I thought I saw a chicken over there. I think so. Right there. Oh no, that's a sheep. Uh, which can come over here and mess up my tiles, so I'm gonna have to kill them later until I can get my protective buildings set up here to protect these tiles from getting trampled by animals. First I need to find a darn tile first. And hopefully it lands within my building, which is technically where it should. It's possible I may have disturbed the area already when I went and packed those tiles around the building to get rid of all that grass, but I'm hoping I didn't, because that would mean I have to recheck the tiles that I already checked before I packed everything. to make sure that the tile didn't move to one of those. Just my luck, it probably did. We'll go to the end of this whole thing, not find the tile, and have to go back to the tiles that I already did before I did the packing and find it. That would be just my bad luck. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Is it better to protect a child or let it risk a severe bruise every now and then? I don't know about the word severe, but oh shoot. Did I? Oh yes, we're on to the next row. Oof. I almost forgot. I was like, where are we again? Did we do this row yet? It's probably quicker and easier to get moved to a different level in the path by somebody who's a higher one than you. But unfortunately, that only works if you have the skill. So you still have to skill up. But you can skip steps by talking to somebody and get into the next level of the path without having to pop the question with a meditation rug. But it means it means somebody visiting you to get you that level or whatever. I have done it to somebody in the past where they said, "Hey, you're X level of path of love. I need a quick upgrade kind of deal." I forget what terminology is used for that, but you basically click your rug and you click them, I think it was, and you can upgrade them to a certain level if you're within so many levels of them or something, or so many levels above them. I think it was like 3 levels above them or something like that. But they have to have had skilled up first though. Okay. No luck still. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles left that it could possibly be. Please let it be this one. That would be nice. And we can stop having to meditate. I'll just leave my rug on it until I find something like or build something like a sign or something to put on the tile once I find it. Wonder if they said anything else in CA help about all of that. Guess it's around 6 I just got here. Oh no, that's somebody else. Depends on anvil quality. They're talking about something else. Okay, so that doesn't concern me. Glimmer steel lump. I guess people did a rift last night. I don't know where it was though. I saw a picture from somebody. It was like on the side of some mountain or something. Looked like a bit of a bad spot. Not a great spot, let's put it that way. The last drift was pretty easy. It was you just there was a deed close by to the rift, and all you had to do was follow the highway system to get to that area, and then go into the woods a bit to get to it. It wasn't too bad at all. Nothing here. Something good come from small children fighting with each other. Yeah, I don't know about that anymore. Maybe back in the day. You remember back in the day, if you got in a fight with somebody or whatever, you have your little beef, you have your little fight, and then you're like, okay, we settled our affairs, we're done, blah blah blah. Walk away. Or even better, in some cases, you become friends or whatever. And say, okay, you know. But nowadays, it's not like that anymore, it seems. Everybody's out for blood. People are just going overboard with everything these days. You know, they can't let something be anymore. There's no forgiveness anymore. That and the fact that, you know, when you were kids, and when we used to fight, if we got in a fight or whatever, it was between you and that other person, and that was it. And maybe a few friends were nearby cheering you on or whatever. But anyway, the point is, once it ended, and that was it. There was no follow up by police or anything like that. It was just, you know, everybody agreed that it's done, that what's done is done, and you know, that was it. And nowadays it's like get in one little fight and then all of a sudden you got all kinds of serious legal consequences. It's like you'd get expelled and you could go to jail, and yeah, the system's gone kind of crazy, I think. Is it really helping? Probably not. But I don't know. I don't know if it's a symptom of the way people are acting now, where they've taken things to extremes, or if the taking things to extremes is a result of the system. Uh, you know, I don't know. I think one of the things, sadly, that might have led to people being way more nasty with each other nowadays than they perhaps were in the past. I don't know, maybe that's not true though. Maybe they were just as nasty in the past in some cases. I don't know. Who knows? But I have a feeling that at least there is a dark side to technology, in that it doesn't always do good in a society, all this technology. Sometimes it creates more problems than it's worth. look what look what so-and-so said about me on Facebook. Look at what so-and-so posted about me on Facebook. Now everybody's seeing it. Stuff like that. Blah, 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 blah. Can you freeze water with thoughts? No, but I'm gonna go berserk if I don't find this tile soon. Oh boy. Can't believe we're up to this tile already and we still haven't found it. What did I say? It's not gonna be my lucky day at all, is it? This better be considered by the game as within 20 tiles of water. Hopefully, this stream, or maybe the next one, I can come up and say, hey, I found the tile. But I'm definitely not going to stream having to go through each tile like this again. Unfortunately, it's the only thing I can do right now to find out what this tile is. And yeah, hopefully no animals come in the area and touch this place while it's sitting here. Chances of that are pretty slim that they'd come and disturb a tile, but you never know. Apparently, I think just cutting the grass, like just eating, like picking the flowers or cutting the grass, I believe, on the tile. I don't know. If you disturb it in any way, apparently, it can all of a sudden change where the tile's located. So it can't be touched, period. Which is why I don't like those animals being nearby. And no, who's to say that if I log off, more animals won't show up while I'm logged off and mess up the area, so. But I want to know if there's a tile here that can spawn here first, right? Before I build some walls. It'd suck if I built the whole temple up and then found out, oh gee, there was no meditation tile in here. That would be really bad. It's like I just wasted all this time building this. There's no meditation tile. Okay, I'm almost tempted to count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mm-hmm. 9 tiles. I mean, last time when I built a Path of Love meditation area, it was like basically right on the water almost. And it worked. So I don't know why the wiki says it can't be within 5 tiles of water. Pretty sure I had it within 5 tiles. Or maybe not. Maybe I had the building and everything started within 5 tiles, but the tile itself was actually further back from the water. You know, that could have been. Actually, I think in the past what had happened is I found the meditation tile first, and then I built an area around it. As opposed to making an area to create a tile, but so one, two, three tiles left after this one. We haven't found it. What the hell? Hmm, that's not good. That's not what I want. I'm worried. I'm getting a little worried. Getting a little worried that I'm not gonna find this tile. Oh boy. Well, there's nothing else I could do other than keep doing the next tiles until I hopefully find it. If I don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess if I don't find a tile, I'm gonna have to move the meditation area closer to the water. But I mean, we could see the water from here. Pretty sure it's within 20 tiles. I'm gonna have to double check, I guess. Maybe from the furthest tile back in the temple. From there, count how many tiles. I suppose another option would be bring the water to the temple. So that it's within reach. 2 tiles left. I can't believe it. I did every one of those damn tiles. And not one is a Path of Love meditation tile. If worst comes to worst and I have to ditch this whole thing, then I would probably just pick up all the flowers and I could use this for another platform. Maybe extend it out and then make this a separate platform that's part of the deed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it yet. Is love a large hole that needs to be filled, or is it something else? It's a large hole, alright. I don't have no meditation tile. It's a large hole right now. I don't have no special meditation tile. Haven't found one yet. If it's outside of this area on a piece of dirt, I'd be upset. Because what's the point of making an area if it's gonna land on a dirt tile? Failed to relax. Yeah, no kidding. He's getting tired of relaxing on each tile. Relaxing to find out. I don't know whose great idea this was to make the meditation system this way. Oh God, it's gotta be the worst. And yet some people have actually grinded this skill to high levels. I don't know how the hell they could do it. It's gotta be worse than any other skill in the game for sure. Must be the worst to level. It's one of those things you have to do it every day in order to get anywhere with it. And you have to do only like whatever your limit is. The limit's very small and you have to do it every day. Does what you do have an effect on you at all? No, apparently not, because we've not found any tile, and this is the last one. Man, I don't think this worked. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I don't have any faith that this is gonna work now. We must be too far away from water for this to work. Either that or flattening those, like packing those tiles earlier, changed the meditation tile into one of the tiles that I already meditated on. And now I have to meditate on that tile again in order to find it. That's a possibility. I hate the fact that that's a possibility because now it means I have to go and meditate on those tiles again, but this is a dismal failure. Frig. Nothing. It did not find a meditation tile. What the hell? I'll try this one again, but this can't be right. What? Why? Why are we not close enough to water? Why? Man, it'd be awesome if it was on the middle tile. Because then it'd be right in the center of the whole place. That'd be awesome. But it's not going to happen. Because I just checked every tile and there's nothing. There is nothing. There is no special tile here. Unless, like I said, packing those tiles messed it up and changed it or something. Either that or we're too far from water for this to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count for the furthest tile and I'm going to see how many tiles we are from the water. The thing is, this area was already sort of pre-prepped by the fact that there was an old sort of deed here before. So I didn't want to have to move it. Yeah, see nothing. So forget it. I'm just going to count. I'm going to count from way over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is like 20 tiles from the back, so we are a little short. We are short. Shit. We are short. We're too far for this to work. Should have counted this in the beginning. I thought it was close enough. Oh wait, maybe it's close enough from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 is this tile. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See, like we're basically hitting water here. It's shit though. It doesn't seem right, does it? It doesn't seem close enough. Damn. I'm gonna have to make water close to that area then. I have no choice. Ah, this is a real bummer. I don't want to make my meditation area down here. I want it to be over there. Why does it have to be so close to water? Damn it. Alright, well, it would have been better if it was like 30 or 40 tiles from water. I think this is why it's not working. I think I have to get this water to be closer. I'm curious to try this though. If I bring the water to the temple, let me think of the possibilities for this now. So if I bring water to the temple, I could turn it in kind of into like an integrated harbor slash temple slash whatever, like it wouldn't be a bad idea. It would be kind of turn a disadvantage into an advantage. Maybe what I do is I take this water and I bring it close to the temple, like the side of the temple there, and this whole area can become an in like a harbor front, like a harbor, kind of like an inland sort of harbor. It could start over there and come all the way over here. I could figure something out. Hmm. You know what? What if I stand on this tile? Okay, this is the tile that goes next to this. So, it's a couple of tiles over. Okay. So if I bring the water in line with this here, and I bring the water there, that means digging into the ground, say about like here-ish, and then extending it all the way over there, and then I can do that for each lane. Yeah, I could make like a, actually, now that I think about it, I could turn that area into a shipbuilding area for building ships and launching them. And have the temple for the meditation up there as well. Like it could be both. Because that area there would be a prime little area for shipbuilding and launching into the water over here. That would be kind of neat. That gives me an idea. So maybe I turn this disadvantage into an advantage. Maybe that's how I do it. Maybe what I do is I bring the water to the temple. I find my meditation tile because I brought the water close to the temple, and now it magically activates a meditation tile, a special tile. And then I never have to worry about that again. And then at the same time, I killed two birds with one stone and turned that into like a port where I can like start doing shipbuilding activities and dropping ships in the water. Which could be a good way to get my carpentry up actually, as another skill. Hmm. This is tempting. This is a different. This might not be a bad idea. Only this time, when I do the port, I could like slab it properly and everything by keeping the water shallow. I could just raise up the dirt, slab it, bring it back down, and then get like a whole area shaped up and slabbed properly. So all I really want to do is get water to show at a very shallow level like this. Hmm. So maybe what I'll do is that. So, okay, so let me think now. This is 1, 2, 3, sort of 3 wide. Let's say 4 wide. If I do the 3 in the middle, it leaves room on the side for the shoreline. And then there's 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, so let's count this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. So this is kind of the middle here. So if it's 7, yeah, okay, so 8. So let's do it here maybe. So this tile is what slope is this? Let me see. This is like 9 slope down and whatever. Okay, maybe I can flatten this tile without using a dredge. Let's try that. I want to do a dredgeless operation here. You know, you could dredge it down later on when you have it, the whole area set up the way you need to, with the water all set up the way you need to. Then I can dredge it if I need to dredge it deep. But for now, all I really need to do is set up. Actually, wait. Nars can float in 5 dirts. 5 dirts. Sailboats and Nars. They only need 5 dirt to go in and out. That's all the ships that I have here anyway. And big ships don't come here because of the canals. So why don't I just plan this whole thing to be only maximum of 5 dirts deep water. And then I'll never have to worry about having to dredge it so far or whatever. Because that's the only way that boats fit through these canals anyway. It's not like you see cogs and bigger ships coming in here in this lake anyway because of that. So and it's the same with some of the other lakes in and around here. Like they're not made to handle those big ships. These canals. So I may as well just do that. I think that's what I'll do. How deep is this? How many dirts deep can you tell water is? That's the question. I guess I have to raise the dirt enough that there's dirt rising above and then count 5 down from that. I guess the other way is I could always try my Nar on it later, and if my Nar doesn't want to move, then I know I have to make it a bit deeper. I could always do that. So I think what I'll do though is just, since it's already kind of like just above the dirt, or just below dirt, I'll keep it like this for now. And I'm gonna try and just shape things this way. So you need to be standing on flat ground to be able to level. So what, this tile is not flat? I thought it was. Flat, flat. Oh, 4 slope up. It's not flat. 4 slope down. Okay, so fine. I'll get some dirt and I'll just fix it. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Dig, 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 dig. Shoot. I might mess that up. Oh, whatever. Just flatten this again. Did it take a dirt to flatten it? Yes, it did. Okay, good. So there we go. So now that's flat. So now I can do the next one over. Okay, so I'm gonna need dirt. So, because I'm just gonna. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go get my wagon. I'm gonna go get my wagon because I have dirt in it. And I'm gonna need to move dirt around and stuff in order to do this. So now this epic mistake has actually led to a new idea, which is not so bad. I'm gonna kill this guy because he's just annoying my face now. You're annoying. Go away. Die. This is taking my rage out for me not finding an enchanting tile. Goodbye. And the sheep, well, he can go inside my farm. Go graze. Go graze in my farm. How old are you? You're old. Well, maybe, do I want you? Ah, whatever. You're old, you're gonna die, whatever. If you die, you die. Alright. I have to go get my horse. Alright, so it says it needs close to water. I'll bring water to it then. It's probably a lot easier than having to restart and make a new meditation area somewhere else. You just bring the water right to it. Yeah, I have to dig, but hey, nothing wrong with getting more digging skill, I guess. See, this will be perfect. That'll be a nice little entrance into what could be now a new harbor area slash shipbuilding area. I can make like a shipbuilding, a ship making building down there later on, where I like actually um, build the ships and stuff. And then I can bring my, my ship down to that area later on when it's built up. I can like leave my ship transporter with my ship closer to the water for when I need to put it in and take it out or whatever. And actually, since I've deeded into the water now, like my deed covers part of that water, um, so technically it'll still be on deed in the water and I won't even need to take it out of the water in the future, so that's even better. But yeah, that whole area there that looks like it's already been pre-terraformed from previous deed, that area right there would be perfect to set up a little, you know, shipbuilding area. I'm just gonna put this sheep in here and go graze. Go nuts. Alright. I need to get down the hill again. And then I'm gonna go down. Now the only drawback that I could see happening here is that when I start... Ah, shoot, I didn't think of this, but okay, this could be a problem. When I start getting closer to where the temple is with water level, it's possible that I could run into rock. And if I run into rock, I am gonna have no choice but to basically expose all of that rock and surface mine it down to water level, which would be the first time I've ever had to surface mine, because I've avoided it up until now simply by dropping dirt to make platforms and things like that. But this is one of those cases where I have no choice. If I'm going to get the water up to that area over there, I need to be able to get the same level as this all the way up to that point over there, and then be able to set it to the right depth, 5 dirts deeper, in order to be able to let NARs pass in and out of there without getting stuck. So, or at least a ship transporter in the water to get to the deeper water. I'm just gonna have to do trial and error and see where this goes. Like, hopefully this works out in the end. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of digging to do. I mean, I gotta level all the way up to there, to this level here, to get water exposed all in there. So that's gonna take me a while. This is quite a project, actually. This is gonna be the start of quite a project. So what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna end the stream here now. And yeah, I guess that's what we've come up to. I guess now that we haven't found any meditation tile, we're going to bring the water to the area so that a meditation tile appears, a special tile. And then in addition to bringing the water to the area, we'll now be able to use that area as a harbor or shipbuilding area to bring ships into an inland kind of port, which will be nice because it'll be on that side of the deed over there, and I don't know, we can make this bay come in more, right? So like, if I want to, I could actually shape this whole area here so that that platform over there that I already made kind of extends into here and it's all nice and neat. I don't know. I have to think of a design, but nonetheless, it's gonna be a lot of leveling all of this down to water level and hopefully not hitting rock. And if I do hit rock, I'll have to expose it all and do some surface mining. But you'll see what I'm gonna do is I'll focus on progressing on this, and then the next time I stream, I will hopefully have done a fair chunk of this, and I'll be able to explain any challenges I've run into and whatnot along the way, and you'll get to see it kind of take shape, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, so I guess we'll go from there. Um, like I haven't planned any of this Indeed planner, and I'm not going to. I'm just gonna kind of come up with as I go, which is kind of what I've done for the rest of this whole deed. I find that um, things are more interesting in the end. The deed looks more interesting in the end when you don't pre-plan everything. So I'm not gonna bother pre-planning everything. The only thing I really do in Deed Planner is plan out like what I want buildings to look like my castle, or like you know, the church. I'll be planning that in Deed Planner. 'Cause it's worth doing some of the buildings in there just so you can see what kind of design you can come up with. But as far as the planning all the different aspects of the deed in terms of where things are going to end up and what it's going to look like, other than the buildings, I don't actually sit there and try and plan all that out. I kind of just let it fall where it may. Like this whole decision to make a temple was based around the fact that I needed a meditation area. And the reason why I chose that area was because it was already sort of pre-done from a previous deed, so I figured I may as well turn it into something useful. That's the only reason that I decided to put the temple up there. And then, of course, thinking it was within 20 tiles from water, and it kind of was not quite there. I didn't find my meditation tile, and now I'm having to bring water to that area, which has now changed my plans again. And but that's the beauty of it. I would have never thought of doing any of that stuff had I pre-planned it all. And it kind of just became a process of discovery along the way. You get faced with certain challenges, you come up with a solution to meet that challenge, and then when that doesn't work, you come up with plan B. And then along the way of coming up with plan B, you realize, hey, I could turn this disadvantage now into an advantage, a missed opportunity into an opportunity. And then next thing you know, now we have the idea of building a whole harbor and shipbuilding area integrated with the temple and the water, all of it together. So, and in fact, I have yet another idea now that I'm looking at this and thinking about this and reminiscing about it. And that is, if I do hit rock, if I do hit rock, What I could do is plan out an area still so that I have water, so that I could do what I wanted to do. But what I could do as well is build a tunnel at water level into that mountain all the way the heck over there. In other words, if I go to water level here and I was to hit rock and I tunnel all the way through from here, I should be able to hit Humpback Mountain over there just by making a canal and be able to basically go in by boat and go mining inside Humpback Mountain back there. Because technically I will have passed underneath all of the land that's here and reached that mountain. Now the only thing is there a deed between here and there? I don't think there's any deed blocking my path. I'm pretty sure it's wide open. So if it is, and I could build this tunnel and get all the way through, that would be bonus. That would give me yet another mining operation that is separate from the hill up here at the back of my deed. I could actually take a boat and go mining inside the big humpback mountain, which probably has endless amounts of ore in it. And I'm sure there might be already shafts that are in there, in which case I could run into some issues where, oh, you hit a side shaft and then you have to mine around it or whatever. But the mountain is so huge that there shouldn't be any issue. But if the best part is that when you start at water level, you can go anywhere inside that water level tunnel. Like for all I know, I could be tunneling all underneath this big hill over here, and there could be tons of ore inside there, or whatever. I could be tunneling further into the side of my deed underneath on the left side of my deed, separate from my mine above there, and find a bunch of different ores. Like there's already a mine above ground at the old area above the temple there that somebody had mined. But this tunnel would be a new one and it would be at the water level, so you could go everywhere at water level. Um, so actually that's another idea in my mind now. Now in addition to having a port with ships and shipbuilding and a temple, I could actually have a ship entrance to a mining site where like to mine a new tunnel to go mining in. I could make it so I could sail in there and do it, or I can make it so that like just so that it's like deep enough. I wonder, I never thought of this. If I create water that's 5 deep and a nar can sail in that water, can I still stand in water 5 deep like I am right now and move around without swimming? Because if that is the case, then if I made the whole tunnel like that, then I'd be able to both sail in it and walk in it to go mining, which would be awesome, actually. That would be like the best of both worlds. Hmm. So I'm wondering now. This is not a bad idea, maybe. I guess we'll see how it turns out. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this water over there. I'll see if I run into rock. I'll see what I can do to get an area set up um, for a port and whatnot. And once that water's close enough to the temple area, I'll be able to go up to that temple area and check and see if a meditation tile spawned in there. And if it did, then I've fixed that problem and I can continue on doing what I need to do to spruce up this whole area of the deed. So now I've just given myself another huge deed project. So now I've got a castle to finish, I've got a port to start, I've got a temple to finish, I've got a church to build, and I'm all alone. So something's got to give. I'm gonna have to pick one project at a time and stick to it. So, um, and usually I skill grind. I don't even build, but lately I've been in deed building mode. I've been having more fun lately, just kind of deed building and taking a break from all the imping and stuff. Because I was at Luna Long and I was imping so much, and it was just like I needed a break. So this is my break. So I'll consider this my deed building break. Well, I guess it begins. Start leveling, and I'll see you guys next stream, I guess, and hopefully I'll have some of this done.